Daniel's jousting journey, originally uploaded to his channel Arius and the Nation before it became a music reaction channel. If you clicked on this video wondering what the hell is jousting doing on this channel, here's your answer. A long time ago, in the early days of Daniel building his channel, finding his voice through the Brew and Banter live streams, still active on his Unplugged Nation channel, linked down in the description. No music requests in there. Got it? Good. The subject of jousting came up. It's unclear who brought it up or why they brought it up, but it quickly became a running joke in the Brew and Banter squad and inspired Daniel to learn more about the official sport of Maryland, aka jousting. Sorry, lacrosse fans. I'm sorry. Alas, these reaction videos did not get the love that they deserved on Arius and the Nation, and its current fan base comprised of fans ranging from Nightwish to Angelina Jordan, Deep Purple to Electric Callboy, won't even take the time to look through his catalog to discover the goldmine that is these jousting videos. Which is why I've taken the time to put them together in one big compilation here in an attempt to give them new life here on ETS 21. Before we roll the video, be sure you've hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell and become part of the community, not just the channel. There's a big difference. Anyway, y'all, enjoy and big up the Vogel Massive.
Well, hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to a special video on Arius and the Nation. Today we have our guest, our good friend, our brother, Spencer, from Embrace the Suck or Spencer Joyce Music or your motorsports page. Which one is it?
All of them. Glad
Yes.
to be here.
Yes. And I thought today would be a good time to introduce some jousting. We've been talking about it. It's been mentioned once or twice in the Brew and Banter squad.
I think that's putting it lightly.
Very lightly. It's not like we have shirts or anything.
Yeah, seriously.
But so something different. This is not Maryland jousting. Just putting it out there.
Just regular old
This
jousting.
is just regular proper jousting, not the ring dinking, ring penetrating jousting.
Yes.
It's going to be called the Knights of Valor full contact jousting. Something that would make a Marylander cry.
All right.
Let's do this.
Let's go. Oh, wow.
What are you doing?
Valor!
Yes. And then I love how they have like bumper stickers on their armor.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
and
like,
any way to get sponsored, I guess. Their armors become like NASCARs.
that's what I was about to say.
Sponsored by Teflon Viagra. May your
Right.
lance be hard.
And HelloFresh.
HelloFresh and farmers only. You know, like, it's just ridiculous to me. This is not ridiculous. This is like legitimate. I would make this such an event if I could go to one of these.
Yes. What's it? Maryland Renaissance thing, whatever that's called.
But this is like in a proper arena looking thing.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah, I would definitely consume my fair share of alcohol watching this. Yeah, so hopefully, maybe that's the goal eventually, is to one day go to one of these things.
For sure.
But I want to be invited, because more than anything that we've learned on this channel, Spence, is that the people in this community have used the word joust more in the last year than they have ever in their whole lives. And so have I. Because that's the whole comedic part of it. So I don't think there will be even a Vogel spotted around here. So let's try this. Let's just go back into it. But that's crazy.
All right.
You couldn't pay me enough to do this.
No. I would never do it myself.
Like, real jousting like this? No, thank you.
You get your body all jacked up.
I'm
for
already
that.
hurt from playing like 30 minutes of basketball.
Yeah. And,
Heaven forbid I get dehorsed.
and like a race at the go-kart track, a couple of them will, have me just messed up.
Yeah. So this is all different levels.
Yeah.
So let's just dive back into it.
All right.
Because holy shit.
I'm Tyler Beckley. I'm a member of the Knights of Valor. We're a full contact jousting team. I've been a member of the team for about 4 or 5 years now. I'm personally a little bit of an adrenaline junkie, a little bit of insanity helps, but you don't have to be completely crazy. Full contact jousting in the style we do is called Realgestick. It's a German style of jousting which was brought into popularity back in the 1600s.
I got started in it from living a childhood dream. I remember when I was 4 years old.
See, Tyler, respect to you, but not, you got to change your name if you're going to be a knight.
Tyler.
Yeah, Shane, I got you. That's okay. Knight Shane. Got it. That's a little bit more knightly. Tyler, not scared of, but I mean, he would definitely destroy me, but still, Tyler.
Yeah, they would all destroy you.
Yeah, of course.
And
of
me,
course.
too.
Yeah, so but yeah. Yeah, as we judge them on the comfort of our nice chairs. So it's easy to cast judgment. Like I did in the World Cup. I was like, F you guys. You guys don't know how to play football, as I sit and eat my chips. Like,
Isn't that most people on the internet?
Yeah.
Isn't that most people who have these webcams? That's our whole thing.
Yeah. We just judge people. Hey, they're doing it wrong.
Hey,
well,
you're
you're doing it wrong. Well, like to see us do it.
Yeah, there'll be a cold day in hell.
All right.
Put on a cardboard and tinfoil barrel helmet and pretend I was a knight. What we put on is the gridded grand guard. That is the shield. That is the target for the joust. Points are 1 point for a touch, 5 points for shattering the lance, and then ultimately 10 points for unhorsing your opponent.
So the lances we use are 1.25 inch solid Douglas fir lances. And you're gonna tuck this right into your body and you're gonna pinch it, and then you're just gonna slowly let it down. So I'm gonna let it go.
It's heavy.
Now if you can sit there and hold that, it's pounds, but it's 10 pounds way out over the course of 11 feet. Right about there.
You make it look easy.
I hope people from the Maryland Jousting Association are watching this.
Mm-hmm.
These are real fucking lances, guys. Not like homemade shovel handles.
Yeah, there's actual care put into these.
Yeah, if you showed me that, oh shit, that's a lance. Not, oh shit, that used to be part of a shovel. There's a different level. This is real. This is,
I'm probably going to ask a dumb question here,
Yeah.
but do these people have regular jobs?
oh, this is probably, what was his name? I forgot his name.
Shane.
No, that's the other guy with the beard.
John?
Skylar.
Skylar.
Works at Best Buy.
Works at Best Buy.
Yeah, joust on the weekends.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a good paying gig, but I don't know. I'm in this.
All right.
Oh, well, I've had a bit more training than you.
Company's
Oh.
official armor smith. I make medieval styled armor that will stand up to the pressure and the hits that we take.
So we're just gonna get geared up in some of the armor, and it weighs about as much as I do, so this should be fun.
Ready?
Yep.
All right.
A suit of armor has probably 200 to 300 hours into it. It usually takes me about 6 months to a year to make.
200 to 300 hours to make a suit of armor. Good God, that must not be cheap.
No, not cheap, and
Woo!
not for anybody that has zero patience.
Well, it better not be cheap.
yeah.
I would hate to have some
order it off of Wish.com.
armor. Yeah. Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. This is.
Oh, sorry.
No. I was just gonna say, like, you have no patience when it comes to brewing beer.
No.
When
no,
we,
I have
when
no
we
idea.
did the hard seltzer podcast, you were like, "It takes 2 weeks for this."
Like I
F that.
don't. No, I need results. We need all natural jousting to the death. Winner is obviously the survivor.
Yes.
That is jousting. But this is crazy, dude. Oh my God.
All you've got is about 1/4 inch of visibility, and your arc
What?
that you can see is probably only about 120 degrees.
There you go. Oh!
Do you feel invincible?
Kind of.
Oh my God.
I can move not too bad, and it's not too heavy.
Ryagashtik is actually one of the most brutal styles of jousting that was ever
Oh my God.
Oh!
Oh!
Jesus Christ on a
It really
cracker.
takes 7 pounds to knock somebody out. We're getting hit by 5,000. Until those people come to see the show, no one believes it. But then after the show, we've got fans for life.
Nice. All right. So
There-
this is a Canadian thing from Saskatchewan.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
Of
So
course it is.
very informative. Very-
It's see what jousting is and what jousting isn't.
Yeah. Learned something today.
And in the whole vein of the aspect of what we're going to be trying to do over here on this channel,
Yeah.
when we Ali G style interview the Jack Maryland, it's this to me is jousting. When you say jousting, this is it. We don't take the piss out of these guys because these guys are legitimately falling off fucking horses.
Yeah.
So that, credit where credit's due. All right. This is not what is happening in the great state of Maryland. And that is the balls of the jousters here calling themselves jousters. That's what I'm saying. This
Yeah.
is where it all comes down to. And that's why I have a lot of fun talking about our jousting.
Yeah.
Because it pales in comparison. But yeah. So I hope you guys found that anything informative
I said, hope
And-
y'all did too.
and definitely enjoyable. Something different.
Yeah.
Something different.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on the
Yeah,
channel.
of course, man.
Yeah.
Of course, you are welcome here anytime, my friend. And we're here in the galactical headquarters, this galactic space station of Embrace F21. So shout out to them for letting us use this space.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Those
guys.
are some good guys, man.
Yeah, I think so. I dig them, even though they're kind of copying us. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Haters.
Haters go hate.
Yep.
And I guess if the shoe fits, wear it.
Yeah. So anyway, remember, guys, this is not going to be the reaction channel.
No.
Not going to be it. I don't
No.
have time, patience, anything like that, or the hardware to do this.
I mean, you have this.
Well, we'd have this, correct, right now.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
We're reacting to Full Metal Jousting, the rules of the joust. This is from the History Channel. So we're going to see if this goes through, but it'll be interesting to see because we are diving down the jousting rabbit hole as soon as the weather starts getting a little warmer. So it'd be good to have this knowledge beforehand, at least have a basis of knowledge before I go and attend something like this. Maryland is not full contact, full armor jousting. Maryland does like the ring jousting. I don't know, but it'd be good to have this in our vocab. Either way, this is the first reaction I'm doing solo. So let's see if I do it right.
In today's modern jousting arena, we have what is called the list, and that's the barrier that the horses charge down. That name, the list, originated from the days of old when knights entered their name onto a piece of paper, and before competition, people would ask who is on the list. And that list is still recognized and given tribute to in today's modern time. All the jousts throughout this competition, there'll all be 8 passes. The first 4 passes, the lances used will be 1.25 inches thick. For all remaining passes, including tie-breaking passes, the lances used will be 1.5 inches thick. To earn points, you must strike that gridded grand guard.
Interesting.
Realgestick was a style of joust created by the Germans.
Realgestick. So the target is that little shoulder shield thing, which I thought for the longest time was like for protection, but it's a target. So that's kind of crazy. And then I guess the jousting pitch is known as the list, I think. I'm not sure. Let's just keep diving into it, but it's pretty interesting. To me, this is legit jousting. Okay, guys, this is real jousting. So, well, as real as you can get without the high probability of death. So, here we go. Let's get back into it. But this man said Realgestick is a German jousting style. So, there's that. Let's do it.
And that gridded grand guard was the target. The judges will award 1 point for a touch, 5 points for a shattered lance, and 10 points for an unhorsing.
Be unhorsed or dehorsed would suck so much because it's not just you on a Sunday with a t-shirt and some shorts. You have a full body of armor and you're falling off a horse. Let alone, remember, that's what took out Superman. So that's terrifying. All right. My God. That's
The rules
10
of this
points.
competition state that whenever there's a tip-to-tip, that pass will be rerun. So even if there was a tip-to-tip and one of the lances bounced into that gridded grand guard, that pass would have to be rerun. The sport of jousting isn't just about gaining points, it's about not receiving any penalties. Most importantly, the first one is you can't hit a horse. At no time can you hit a horse. If you do, you're out of this competition. In my competitions, right from the very beginning, I've introduced a rule that you have to drop your reins before impact. They cannot grab the horse or grab the reins in any way, shape, or form.
I like that. I like that. I like that. Protect the horse at all costs as much as possible. That's smart. Very smart. I like that you drop the reins. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense because let's say you have a death grip on the reins and you get dehorsed and you pull the reins back. I'm pretty sure that horse is going to rear up and probably cause more damage to you. Probably. I'm not sure, but cool.
If they grab the reins, that's a -5. If they do it again, they're out of the competition.
So very strict, very
If you
strict.
strike a competitor directly in the helmet or too low, that's a -5. If your horse slows down from a canter to a trot or even a walk, not only are you not going to score points, but you're going to get minus points for not keeping that horse at that speed. So there's a lot of negative points that can be taken away from your score. So the best.
Interesting. So horsemanship is right up there with skill. So you got to balance controlling the horse and not getting negative points, as well as trying to knock the other dude's block off his horse. So that's a lot of things to kind of be juggling at one time.
Best thing to do is stay penalty free and hit on target.
The state sport of Maryland, jousting. I found this video. I found it. It's 13 minutes long. So let's see what happens. What can I say? What can I say? This thing looks crazy and not in a great way. Everyone, all right, you know what? We're just gonna hop into it and let's try to compare. Maybe we can compare, maybe not. Let's see. All right, here we go.
7 seconds left.
Everyone there looks like they're 80 years old, except for the riders and the people setting up the ring deacons. The rings.
With Isabel Worthy on deck and Samantha Sticknall in waiting.
All right, I can't wait. I'm literally on the edge of my seat.
Michaela Patrick, the rings are hung, the track is clear. Charge, Fairmaid.
All right, you can see her coming. Let's see what we do. It's just like, what is this? You can see a golf cart coming around in the background. What in the world? All right, so she's gearing up, or is she walking away? Okay, here we go. Oh, she's off. Look at this. 1, 2, and 3. What?
And that's a 3-rate ride by Michaela Patrick at 7.6 seconds. Isabel Worthy.
Oh my god. This is ring jousting right here, guys. Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait to talk to these people. Why even have jousting in the title? Oh my god. Okay, cool. Either way, I guess it's technically jousting. It's kind of joust training, right? I know I couldn't do it. I couldn't do what they're doing. I'd be terrified of my... I'd be too terrified of just riding the horse, period. So I give them the skill part. I definitely understand that, right? I couldn't do it. I mean, who am I to judge from the comfort of my office? Like, well, I could do better. No, I couldn't do better than they're doing. I'm not trying to poke fun at this. I'm just saying, don't have jousting in the title. I don't know.
Make ready to ride.
So these guys just set them up. And there's 3. I didn't know you had to do 3 in a row, or you have 3 different chances. Look at this guy just walking across the screen. Official production right here.
Miss Isabel Worthy.
We're going to do one more. We'll do one more run. Okay, we'll do one more run, and then we'll end this, and we'll talk about it.
Isabel was with us
All right, you got 1, I think. I'm not sure. 2, maybe? And then 3? I mean, that horse really isn't flying, is it?
That's a 3-ring ride at 10 seconds fast. So she
The
might have
announcer
3
sounds like
rides
he's
on
about
all
to
3
fall
of those.
asleep. That is. That's a pool stick. That's a pool. What is that? What is that? That's like an elongated prison shank.
That's a 2-ring ride at 7.7. Feedback at 8.9. Now I believe that Samantha, I don't recognize Samantha, so she's leaving.
Anyway. Oh, here we go. Further away, so we don't know what's going on. Great. Great. If I were to pass this, like in my car, if I were to pass this event in my car, I would not know what the hell they're doing. I would assume these riders are just riding underneath partial pergolas, and I wouldn't know what's going on. So, you know what? No. Oh my god. That was ring dinking. Maryland style. I don't know, man. Lackluster. Lackluster, if anything. I just don't know. I don't know if could I do what they're doing? Definitely not. I think I would be able to do it with one, with a horse. 2, with learning how to ride a horse. I could do this. Could I do full contact, full kind of metal jousting? No, there's no way in hell I would break in half. I could possibly do this, but I mean, I don't know, man. It looks like a cookout, like a day out with the family. This is the fact that the word jousting is attached to this. But I'm not ripping on it. I'm just saying, if you go and you type in Maryland jousting tournament and something pops up and you go to something like this is deceiving. It should be Maryland ring dinkin'. That's what I think. Anyway, guys, I couldn't subject you all to 13 minutes and 40 seconds of watching this video with me. Night Fights Knockout. M1 Medieval. Don't know what that is, but just from the freaking opening 2 milliseconds of the video, I'm here for it. Okay? This is I have a feeling I'm going to love this, and I hope you guys will love it too. I can't wait. Let's see, guys. This is something I want to let you guys know. Become part of the Brew and Banters if you can. They are a glorious way to check in with our community and be part of the community, not just the channel. That's a saying that we have here. So right off the bat, you see what I see. You see what I see. I cannot wait. What is this? All right, here we go. Here we go. Whew. Hope you guys are ready.
69 live from Targ in Russia. Tomorrow night, here's the weigh-ins between Vitaly Kravchenko, as we see they're weighing in the special night fights, fully donned in the armor, and he will take on Rustam Kokoev in the special.
What are we watching? What is this? I love this. This is freaking crazy. All right.
Night fight position. What do you think we're going to see in this fight?
I have no idea, Darren. This is probably the wildest thing I've ever seen take place at an MMA, or take place at an MMA event.
And that'll probably be one of the last times you actually see the faces as well.
Yeah, I mean, both look very focused. I just have to imagine what's going through their head to agree to a fight like this. I just feel like the vision would be the biggest issue for me. Trying to see out of this comic.
Excuse me. This is like a legitimate fight. Oh my god, what? By the way, look at the scenery. I don't know if you guys can see it, but like there's a gorgeous, it's like in the middle of the mountains. What the hell is this? I see they're both from Russia. I'm assuming this is
Russian. I love this. Only in Russia. Russia. All right.
Fence in front.
Well, we're struggling to see in. You see
Yeah.
Vitaly Kravchenko there with he's got the red trim, which is always the best way to notice the black shirt or blouse, could you call it? Jousting outfit.
And Russia
then-
has the green arm.
Yeah, the green arm's probably the most noticeable, and then the white torso, as we say, both. As you see, full armor outfit, both unbeaten as well.
Hey man, you can't beat the backdrop for this event.
A guy who needs to be in armor is the referee, because if one of those swords comes anywhere near him, he doesn't look very well protected.
He might be the bravest man in that ring right now.
I'm sure the announcer's quick enough to get out of there.
They're like legit fighting with like weapons and swords and shields. Like, yeah, you you got to get out of that ring as soon as it starts. Get out. Don't even stay there. What is going on, man? I freaking adore this. This is crazy. Oh my God, what a good Friday night. You know what I mean? This is a great day out. All right.
You see him run away there.
Immediately. Although that's a pretty big referee compared to Vitaly and Rustam.
That's right, here we go. So it's really tough to know what to expect, but there's a sword straight across the face.
Oh my God. What? Oh.
Charges it. You got to think of the power of the shield as well with the left hand. Kind of. Oh, great kick.
What?
He follows it up with a right slash.
It's tough. I'm going to be honest. It's tough because the way I have my setup, I can see it on my monitor here. And I can also see it. It's big enough to see it here since I'm smaller. So like my mind is playing tricks. It's like, I look here. It's so confusing. And I'm sorry, guys, if that's off-putting. But this is still epic, though. What?
Should we call it? It's not really a... You can hardly call it a hook or...
I would call that a left shield across the face right there.
Big shield across the face there with the left hand. Tries to counter back with the right. How do you get sparring partners for this is a question that crosses my mind. How do you...
Yeah,
do you know any friends that would be up for sparring like this?
Maybe hit a lot of Renaissance festivals, I would assume.
You see there, Rustam Kakaev still loving to go with that front kick.
It seems like Vitaly's limping there a little bit. I don't know. Might have been one of the sword blows to the leg.
So it's also tough for the referee to kind of, or any of us to notice any significant damage in this fight. Any injuries or...
Wait a sec. So they're not gripping the... It doesn't look like they're gripping the swords. It looks like the sword is part of the gauntlet, which is crazy. And I like how my dude in the black is like holding the sword up. That's not right. You talk about leaving yourself open, but I guess it's a resting pose because it does have weight, and it's easier to come down than it is to bring that thing up. So tactics, maybe. I know. I love the dudes announcing and like in English in the background. They're like, I don't even know how to do we score hits with the sword. Let you do that. Is it to the death? I wouldn't put it past Russia though. Fight to the death. That would definitely get blocked on YouTube. 100%. Let's do it.
Or any weaknesses, and he keeps targeting that leg though, so he has seen something there from Rustam Kakaev. Rustam hits back.
And you have to think cardio-wise. I mean, they're going to wear down a little bit sooner because they are moving with all of this equipment on them.
I think that's why mainly it is conducted at a bit of a shorter pace. And they do like to clinch and probably take the breath. Nice knee there down the middle. Of course, the cup area, a lot better protected than you see in MMA. Nice left shield there. And they're almost walking back towards him there, Vitaly Kravchenko, like nothing's really happening, but you see the crowd filling up there on the hills behind us. M1 challenge 69.
Spinning sword strike anytime soon?
There we go. bit of defense.
Ooh.
Throws a left.
Nice
Oh,
strike with
that
the
left
shield.
caught him right on the, and he's backed all the way up. And you see the advice of the corner. I'm not sure exactly what he's saying to him. I think it was something like try hitting him with a shield again.
It seems that the shield, a shield strike, has been the most effective in this fight, though. I would
Definitely.
say Rustam has landed a few of those solidly, and it has backed up Vitaly when he's.
Could you imagine getting hit with the edge of a shield? First and foremost, their suits of armor have to weigh a lot of. They have to weigh a lot, and if these, I still don't know. I still don't know what I'm watching, but I'm in this. I am in this 100%. But yeah, that shield hit, man. You connect with someone's head. That's it. That's it. Oh, guys, look at this dude's shield on the screen right here, dude. It got dented. One. Damn. So they're trying to take each other's heads off. 100%. Oh shit.
He's done it.
And just a reminder, this is no reenactment of any sort. There's nothing choreographed around this. This is straight up two guys fighting in armor. And you see the end of the first round.
Obviously, unlike a real fight, there's no massaging the fighter. I don't even think they're going to deliver water to him or anything. I mean, I'm not sure what the towel's for there that he has.
The cornerman's struggling to.
Instead of like massaging him, prep talk him, he has to like, douse him with like oil so it doesn't squeak or rust. I guess you can't fight like this in the rain. What happened to our fighters? Oh, they got tetanus. Damn. Jesus. Oh my God. What?
I hear him as well, I think. Through all the helmet and, like you said, all the mesh. It's tough. I think by the time you start taking some of the kit off as well, the second round's ready to start. See some of the action there.
Ooh.
Big right.
And you can see the dent it made on the helmet. Look at that dent on the helmet.
Yeah, incredible.
Here, see if they show it again. Look at that. There you go.
Ooh.
Wow.
What do you think? How would you score the first round? It's the first round I've ever scored of night fights, and
damn!
You see a bit of blood there on the nose.
You can see damage.
Of
I'm actually
Rustam
surprised.
Kakaev.
I'm surprised that they took his helmet off, and on Vitaly's side, you know, they. Another thing that's awkward.
Look at the dents in the helmet.
Oh my God.
I just realized Vitaly only has one cornerman, and Rustam has about 3 or 4. Interesting to see how this second round plays out. Now they've had one full round to kind of get acclimated to this.
There's that left shield strike again that seems to be so effective. You also got to think of the altitude we're fighting out up here as well. It's hard enough without the armor on. There's the shields again when they come together and they clinch down to the ground.
Oh, how do you do the ground game?
So because
how do you do the ground game?
Both fell, does he still have the he's going to town with him on that shit. He looks like
And the ref.
He looks like he's done.
Oh.
I think this might be the end of it here. I think he might have a TKO.
The referee's asking questions.
It seems like he might have injured. It's over. We have a second round TKO in this night fight. He went to
What do we? Oh, we just saw someone go deep into the bowels of savagery. What they could achieve. Holy crap! I was wondering, like, so now what? What happens when they get on the ground? Is that it? Is that first one on the ground, kind of like sumo wrestling, right? First one out of the ring, like loses. But no, God was trying to take the dude's head off with his shield. God damn it! Oh my
to
God!
town with that shield as soon as he got him on the floor.
Huge win for Rustam Kakaev there, and Vitaly Kravchenko is still in a lot of pain on the ground by the looks of it. We're not sure exactly what caused the. I don't know if it was a trip initially, but once he got to the ground, he didn't half hammer him with those shield strikes.
He's not moving his left arm. He hasn't moved it since he's been on the ground. Might be that he injured that, and be interesting to see what it actually was.
Definitely, there's a lot of attention towards Vitaly Kravchenko at the moment.
He was just stunned. He seems to be. Oh no, he's grabbing his right arm. It seems like it might be his right arm.
He's leaning on his left arm okay, but not sure if there's a strike that caused it to his right arm. See some blood on the nose of Rustam Kakaev as well, sustained in the first round.
But as soon as they hit the ground,
And he says, call me. Says, call me for the next one.
As soon as it went down, Rustam immediately went on the offensive, started delivering the blows with the shield, and hard to tell right now if it was the fall that injured Vitaly, or if it was if it happened because of the blows or the strike.
You would think that in these kind of fights, like, their gear would get all like tangled up, especially on a ground and pound kind of thing. That's interesting, because you would think that like a strap or something could easily get tangled in a ground fight scenario. So there's so many different ways you could get hurt doing this. Not just the massive blows to the head with either a sword or a shield. Goodness gracious.
That Rustam was throwing with that shield. See if we can catch a replay here. See what happened.
He's still not in a good place, Vitaly Kravchenko. Not sure if he's limping as well, I think.
Did you ever think you would be calling a night fight in your entire professional career, Darren?
This wasn't on my bucket list, but I'm certainly looking forward to calling the next one, because what an interesting and different spectacle to see at an MMA show. They are your winner. Rustam Kakaev moves to 2-0 in this M1 Nights fight. A hug at the end. Wow. What an entertaining spectacle that was. And what a knockout. You struggle to see a more devastating knockout this year than that.
And the crowd is definitely loving what.
I personally just became a fan of M1 selection. This is what this is, M1 Medieval. Come on, if you know, big up the Vogel Massive up in this video. All you Brew and Banter people better be in the comments. This is epic. If this is still going. But man, the freaking scenery, the setting for this fight is awesome. And the fight itself is very entertaining. I could see borderline insanely deadly. But I mean, no more than your regular MMA. I guess you're not your UFC, but your MMA fighting circuits, you know, because those are kind of less regulated, stuff like that. But this is crazy. This is blunt force trauma, 100%. Medieval Knights, Team USA v England, 16 versus 16 at Scone Palace, Scotland, for IMCF 2018 World Championship. Don't know what this is. Can't wait to see this thing with you guys. All right, we like ourselves a good little bit of old school fighting, and relevant, right? Relevant.
Here we go. Right, come on. They are making their way into the list. Remember, the big arena is called the list, L-I-S-T, the list. And next up, let's big it up for Team England!
All right.
They are looking strong.
Champion a bit here, England to get on.
Team USA, let me hear you! It's a pretty even amount in the audience. It's 50-50. It's England v America. And you know, as far as I can see, Chris, this could be your final. This could be your final. They're the first American warriors making their way into the list. The big man doing the respectful thing. He's just given the honourable bow in front of his opponents.
2 American polearms out in the field already. The Ukrainians were using similar weapons. Well, you've got little, slightly shorter ones. I'm not saying you can't use those two-handed axes. But you prefer slightly shorter ones. They've gone for maximum reach with those longer ones. It's a difference in style.
Pre-game, the weapons they're using, it really makes the difference, Brendan.
Well, what makes a difference is, I mean, there's no weapon that's going to win the game for them. It's people intimately knowing the weapon you're using, being comfortable with it. There's no wonder weapon you can take out onto the field that'll win for you. It's all about timing and precision. That's what wins this fight.
And a good old Scottish shout there from the audience. Come on, the big boy. Come on, the big boy.
Here we are, looks like we're about to kick this game off.
A lot of the American armour glinting in the sun.
Yeah. Super shiny Americans down the sunny end of the list. England enjoying a bit of a shoot here at the tower.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
What? Excuse me? This is awesome. What? This looks like a great day out. All right? This looks like an amazing day out. I am in this to win this. This is glorious. The fact that this exists. 16 versus 16, like a battle royale. I like that.
Laid out there. Greetings. This American centre holding back. The two flanks advancing.
The similar tactics again, just a bit of a standoff.
England prefer that line formation with their sweepers in the back instead of the 3-block formation of the American team.
And they're really holding that line, Brendan. They're really holding it.
Americans just kind of teasing the English into thinking, come on, take a little step forward, let's see what you've got. England not biting just yet.
Chris, look at the strength of the English on the left-hand side. Look at the strength.
They've got good numbers over here on the left. Kind of got someone just sitting behind as well.
IMCF. We're gonna do some research. All right, this is what we do here. International Medieval Combat Federation. What? I just don't get how, like, this group that you see in the middle of the screen over here, they're fighting. Everyone else is kind of holding off, and I don't understand what the point is. But all right, let's dive back into it. This is wild.
And the peacock at the back with the feathers, he's just ready. He's backing them up. He's right in it. We've lost the weapon.
We've lost the weapon. This is what changed the game for the Ukrainian time last time against USA.
I see those big pole arms being used. They're great when you have the range to swing them.
It's kicking off. It's kicking off now.
Here we go.
On the left-hand side. Here we go. He's down.
First Englishman's down there.
He's down.
Oh! He committed, and now the centre, the American centre moving in.
Still super disciplined down the centre. Not getting sucked into anything. Good axe work there though.
It's a big hole in the English line in the middle. They go down to both flanks.
4 Americans and 1 Englishman down the bottom there.
Oh my God.
English bodies on the right flank though.
Really well. Just blindsided there.
The Americans have finished off the left flank and moved on to the right.
So pretty effective work here from the Americans.
The peacock's being getting that one. This fight is stopped.
That's off.
With a sack.
What a fight that was. Come on, big cheer for both America and England. What a fight.
Again, lots of different tactics being used.
What tactics?
Looking for that little mistake. Again, when an Englishman dropped his weapon.
I think I see a few pieces of armor on the field as well.
Too.
There is an inspection of one of the fighters on the ground, but I think
it looks like they're resetting. So I want to use this time in the video to like look for the rules of this. Oh wow. Okay, so it's like a long 17 pages worth of rules. All right, let me just fighting points. Where's points? Yellow card, fighter disqualification, team disqualification. There's just armor specifications, secondary armor specifications, forbidden techniques. Thrusting is forbidden in grounds for immediate sanction. All right. Any holds, so they can't just go try to chop your head off. It goes back in the knee. The non-legal strike zones include the feet, ankles, back of the knee, groin, throat, and the neck. Okay, cool. Wow. That's crazy. There's so many rules. I'm into this sport, though. This is kind of awesome. I love this.
it seems to be all right. But yeah, these 16 fights can change so quickly. They eye each other up for a while, tease each other, trying to get into position, and then BAM!
Man, look at the size.
Suddenly it's all go.
So we were scheduled to the closing ceremony at 5, but it looks like we're going to be putting it back a little bit, but please make sure you're with us for the closing ceremony.
It's been pushed back because the fights have just been so close all day. They keep running 3, 4, 5 rounds. The rounds have been running longer and longer. They've been so tight.
So Brent's that bit of armour just on the right hand side of the list there? Is that a bit of a weapon that's broken maybe?
I'm not sure. I think it's a piece of armour, but nothing too major, and if it is, it'll be picked up by the marshals.
Do you know what's amazing, Brendan? You listen to some of these English guys and you would think that they're really serious. A lot of them are laughing at each other and shouting and screaming. They're buzzing.
Yet they're out there having fun, even when they're getting knocked around the place or knocking people around the place, they're enjoying it.
The English boys just said, whoa, I hit the shiny one, I hit the shiny one.
Which shiny one?
Yeah, there's quite a few shiny Americans out there.
And the big man's saying it's better than playing football. It certainly is.
I love that. I'll hit the shiny one.
To not only be involved in that level of combat.
The points of the armour there that they're having such a good time. If the armour wasn't up to standard, I don't think they'd be enjoying it as much.
Yeah, I don't think they last as many fights either.
Come on, Brendan, it's still got to hurt. That has got to hurt.
Oh yeah, you'll feel those hits, and especially afterwards. Or when you're in the big grapple strikes, you'll feel your neck muscle and your back muscles the next day.
So here we go, similar tactics to the first round.
The English, few extra on each flank, the centre a little bit lighter.
What is going on?
Ready to do wherever they need to.
It really makes a difference to get behind your team. Come on, give the USA and Team England a big cheer. Come on, give them a cheer.
How come they're not
and encourage them. It makes
showing the fight?
Yeah, the future world champions, 1916 versus 16.
English fighter down, first one down.
What just happened?
Another English fighter and American down as well.
Oh!
That's another ringside down now as well. Still fairly close.
That is assessing the situation, see which one of these teams
It looks like a...
We've got two down in the top there. The peacocks get smashed. So to me it looks like maybe a few more Americans up. Yeah.
It's turning in the Americans' favour now.
What is going on?
Against 7 Americans. That's it. America win, USA win.
So I guess.
Do you know what? America have won. Can I ask everyone to give Team England a big cheer? They were so.
So, from what it looked like, from that brief quick second, it looks like they're trying to go for their weapons, making them drop their weapons. If they drop their weapons, then they're out. I don't know. I have to dive into this. This is crazy. The fact that we have a national team doing this, oh my God, this is awesome.
Really effective and efficient here from Team America.
Yeah, especially when it comes to the 16s, their teamwork is top notch. Every man on that field knows what they need to do and when. The captain on it makes a decision of when they commit and what they do.
That's wild.
So it means they're not operating as individuals, they're operating as a unit.
Wait. Wait. Look at that there. This wizard right here. What the hell is he doing? Love that. Unless he's like one of those. I don't know, man. I have so many questions. So many questions. I don't even know where. It's like, it's one of these things that's just overwhelming. Because we never had knights. Why are we sending... Oh, why should we even be allowed to fight? Knights aren't our thing. But yet, hey, we did okay. We did okay. We did okay. U.S. prevailed over England, 16v16. The IMCF 2018 World Champions. That's crazy. Let me just finish it out, guys. Just the title alone is awe-inspiring. I connect with it so much. And I feel like just the opening scene of this video is just something that just dudes do. With enough beer, enough time, enough whatever. Let me just pull it up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at this. These guys are in suburbia. Beautiful suburbia, by the way. And how do you unclass a classy neighborhood? Get Frank on the bucket of a tractor with apparently it looks like an umbrella and Jethro in driving the truck. This just goes back to something that we can all relate with. Guys will be guys. Oh.
Redneck is in Pennsylvania now. We're going to do tractor jousting. We got the lonely little John Deere.
They're gonna die!
Oh no. Well, they have it set up like, I don't know who he's jousting against, so I'm guessing he's ring dinking. So this is Redneck ring dinking. And I assume I don't see another tractor. All right, let's keep going. I love the listen. I love the kid. They're all gonna die. Like, yeah, pretty much. Oh my God, that's Mr. I bet you that's Buck Schuler right there, bud.
We got the Mahindra against.
Are they gonna joust?
The John Deere, the little bitty John Deere.
The John Deere. Are they gonna do it?
Don't get no redneck more than this.
What are they doing?
There they come.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, you talking about redneck. Down there. Here we go.
I
will.
$1 billion.
Everybody makes
It don't get no more redneck than this. Here we go.
This. You know what's funny? I don't know who my money's on. Brave Sir Knight in the in the red on the red tractor, or my two good old dudes on the green deer, on the green John Deere. I mean, imagine you're part of this neighborhood. You're probably, like, by the look of it, working from home, and you're just looking out the window like, I live in a beautiful neighborhood. And then you see this shit. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. All right. Everyone has those neighbors. At least over here, we all have those neighbors. And for the most part, I feel like I'm this neighbor in my nice neighborhood.
Mahindra versus John Deere.
We gotta make sure we can explain it to the emergency room.
Oh my God.
Hey! Ready?
Oh my God.
Go, go. Oh God, these guys suck. Turn around.
Oh my God, these guys suck. My dude on the little green tractor is holding on for dear life. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I love that. Hey, where are the umbrellas for the barbecue this weekend? Well, Jimbo and Jethro broke them. They were jousting. Like, not again. That's why we have to eat in the sun. Oh, my God.
Now they're just chasing each other.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, redneck. Yeah.
God. What are we watching?
How are we on a little tiny John Deere? Look at him.
Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. Dude, what? Fucking Pennsylvania, man. Pennsylvania. Good God. Good God. I mean, anyway, I'm just gonna wait till the end, guys. I'm just gonna wait till the end. I don't know. You're like, what the hell? I can't get these 343 back, but it's all right. It's well worth it. Oh my God.
Here they go.
Oh my God. Oh. And right off the bat, dude, there's almost one casualty. Oh my God. And that's why men don't live as long as women right there. That's why. That's why. Oh my God. Oh my God. Kirsty, where did you find this? Dude, like, your internet privileges need to be revoked. I love this. What rabbit hole did you end up watching this? Please put in the comments. You better be the first commenter on this stuff. This is awesome. Oh, God.
Wait. Oh, they're going to do it again. They're going.
Oh, my God.
Last one.
Oh!
We're done. Redneck joust.
Oh my God, guys. Well, that wasn't it? That was something right there. My mind's still trying to process what I just watched. It was like, that's just the perfect kind of cookout thing that happens, right? You go to a barbecue, you go to a cookout, that's what I would call not a barbecue. A cookout with the family, friends, you got some beers in you, and you do shit like this. Have a tractor, we'll joust. But I mean, hey, right now, as of right now, those four guys involved in this have more jousting experience than I do. So who am I to judge? That's a typical, you want some beer-fueled stuff, that's it. You guys got cheese rolling, we got redneck tractor jousting. It looked like they were about to die. Anyway, MMA with medieval armor and blunt weapons. What is there not to like? Okay?
Championships. Yes, that is a thing. It's essentially a Renaissance fair, but at the center, there is actual medieval combat with real weapons and real armor. Men and women fighting, not to the death, just until they fall over.
So is this the behind the scenes of the 16v16 nation against nation? As a person that as an individual that lives in the US, and I understand like all the we're involved in too much. We don't sometimes we're too out there. There should be no US American knights in Europe. Like, what are we doing there? How do you even explain this to your friends? Do they get paid? Is there I know, not everything needs to be about money, but if I'm going to Portugal to get my ass kicked with someone that has an axe, I better have some sort of compensation. That's me. Not everything is about money. This is a hobby, but my God. I mean, granted, no one goes to Portugal to get their ass kicked. I'm pretty sure all these guys are like, I want to kick some ass, but there can only be one. There can only be one winner. So, wow.
Check out the medieval broadcast booth. The International Medieval Combat Federation consists of hundreds of fighters from 26 countries around the world.
God.
Each year, teams gather at a castle somewhere in Europe to engage in melees and one-on-one competition. The event is steeped in medieval history, which makes the U.S. team stick out from the crowd a bit, despite their best efforts.
So right now in the cage behind us, one of the American longswordmen is actually a captain in the U.S. military. He's about to fight right now.
Makes sense. I see. I love the little Texas pin he has on his chainmail. Oh, man. What are we doing? All right, good sir. He's a captain, so he's a sir. You call him sir. At least people that are in the military would call him sir. Not a knight, but... Oh, man. I don't know if I could lead... Oh, I don't know. This is insane. Oh my God, they are.
My mom was an English teacher when I grew up, right? She'd bring home books, you know, we'd read books together, and it was always like medieval knights and stuff. So I was running around playing with swords since I was a kid.
All right. Just walking around the castle with a cowboy hat. Like, oh my God. What? Gotta love it. Out of place. Spot the American. Right there. Oh my God.
The first time I did melees too, as y'all see later, like everything that I ever experienced in like high school football and fencing, it was that.
High school football and fencing? Bro, you went to a different kind of high school. In Texas, I hope it was actual fencing, like placing fence posts. Fencing? You did fencing? Just this dude, spokesperson. You know, I mean, I'm terrified of him. I'm trying to give him respect, but it's just like, I'm trying to look at it as someone that's not from here taking a look at this cowboy in armor. It'd be like, hold on, it'd be like me. Like, well, yes, me and my ninja buddies, we go out and ninja. We ninja the best. We're American ninjas. You know, it'd be just as ridiculous as that. Might get my cowboy hat on, get my samurai armor on. Like, well, can't forget the samurai sword that goes with my cowboy hat. What?
The next level. It was that next adrenaline, I guess, phase that you can get to, and just, I don't know, you leave feeling so refreshed and just so, I can't believe I did this. Like, it's amazing. I'm an officer in the Army. My job isn't to be the trigger puller. My job is to think and plan and lead.
This man is being truthful. His job is not to be the trigger puller. That's for damn sure. You see an officer with a weapon, you run. It's not a good thing. All right.
Really. So to be here and not have to do any of that, it's not stressful. It's my release from training for actual war, to come do fake war.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah. Hey, cheers, brother. Yeah. Cheers.
Fake wars. Damn.
So
what are you waiting for right now?
The 16 on 16.
16 on 16.
It's my favorite event because it's the one that feels the most like a real battle.
Yeah.
Just the more body.
It feels the most like a real battle. Bro, what? Oh, man, to live in these guys' worlds. To be honest, this looks like straight up fun. I know it hurts. I know it has to hurt to get hit with a fucking blunt object. Like, but you got armor. It's just, yeah. Look at the people in the crowd, man. They're loving it. The crowd, there's all 35 of them. Man, this looks cool. Let me know who has an in on this. Invite us. I'll be there in a second.
Bodies on the field. The more the actual strategy for numbers tends to factor in, the more chaos you get. It's just great.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What do you do in real life?
Real life, I'm a high school history teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do your students know you're here?
Yeah.
I would imagine
There's
that'd
a
be
few of
amazing.
them that are going to be watching the video feed.
That's amazing.
Pride of America.
Let's not suck. Fight and not lose, everyone. Man, we suck at rallying. You know, I mean, it's like so opposite. We can go either way. We will go too crazy, too fast, or just lackluster. Pride of America, guys. Oh no, that's awesome.
So what are you guys going to fight in today? What's your schedule?
Today will be the 5-on-5s. So we face Germany.
What is the 5-on-5 like?
A 5 versus 5, I call it a dogfight because it's not as chaotic or as crowded as a 16 versus a 16 or a 10 versus 10. It's more violent. I think I like it because there's just more violence in the 5s.
What's your fighting style?
Nerd rage.
Nerd rage?
Nerd rage is my fighting style. Nerd rage. Oh, what's your fighting style? Do you have who is your teacher? Who is your sensei? I just nerd rage, bro. Don't give me a monster in a laggy computer and I'm gonna take people out.
Yeah.
Good.
One of the things that happens in a helmet is you're breathing in your own CO2. So a little sensor out in your brain will go off saying I got low oxygen levels, and so your body and your brain will start going, hey, you're gonna die. Whatever it is you're doing, you need to stop it. And so you'll see guys sometimes lose their shit and they'll run around like clawing at their face, trying to get their helmet off, and they're like running around in circles, and they're so irrational they're not even thinking to even pull their own helmet off.
But what will awaken you the most is when you get a spark that flies into your helmet and you get the smell of ozone that just completely fills your helmet, and it's exciting because something real just happened. A flash.
It smells like ozone. Who are these people? Who are these people? Who are these people, man? Dude has the Morpheus glasses on. What the hell?
I get a little excited actually when that happens.
Oh!
How is your nose not broken?
You can never really have enough of that. The lifelong of nerd rage to deal with,
You can never have enough therapy.
You can never have enough therapy. See, look at my smile. It's a real one.
No, you're glowing right now. You have this glow emanating from you.
What is he doing? Man's handing out business cards. Hey, you guys need some freedom? Call me. Guys need freedom? Call me. Oh, dude. I love this, man.
Right behind me with the battle axe is Janelle. She's the gold medalist in the pole arm. She's on her honeymoon, and they just changed their last name to Ironside.
Too much. It's too much. You're invested. Ironside. I'm the gold medalist at the pole arm. What does that even mean? They're not even speaking my language, dude.
So you compete with your husband,
Yes.
right? And this is your honeymoon.
This is our
I'm told.
honeymoon, yes.
How long has this been planned?
We got married in February, and then this has been our honeymoon.
How does it feel watching her fight?
Oh, it's annoying. So I want to go out there and I'm like, do this, and I can't.
The reason why we chose it is we met by fighting each other in a tournament. So he had been fighting for 3 months, I had been fighting for 3 years, and it was with my favorite style, which is actually longsword. He made a big mistake, big swing and a miss. I was able to dodge, and I hit him right in the face.
It's nerve-wracking.
Spain and
That's
Quebec,
the best way to put it,
3v3
nerve-wracking.
teams, please report to the list.
Janelle's been standing there. It's been 2-on-1 for like 5 minutes.
It must be exhausting. It must be exhausting to fight in that thing, man. I couldn't imagine having to. Oh my God, Jesus.
How you doing, champ?
So tiring. I'm like, just go down already.
Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Get in the fight then, why don't you, Marshall? Back it up, Marshall's got. Man, I don't know, it's crazy. It's a different world, man. Hold my tongue.
France, you fight one fight, not one round, one fight. And the winner of that fight takes it all. So that means you give your best effort. Blow it out, blow it up, get it over with quickly, and let's go to the finals.
The United States is about to fight their 16-on-16 melee, the second round robin. Actually, this guy had his foot possibly broken yesterday, so Stephen Cumby is stepping in, his first ever melee.
I love that. I love this. Holy crap. This is glorious. Like, just drop the weapon and just start going crazy. I wonder if you could. I wonder if you could just drop the weapons and just go straight fist. Oh my God.
Stop the fight.
Why are you counting? That's gold, baby. We win.
I mean, that was a street fight. It was fucking crazy.
Well, it's always good when you nail somebody so hard they smash their face into the rail with their whole body weight. You know it didn't
Oh my God.
It's just that pinky I can't do much with. This 80 cents is probably like a microfracture right here.
Couple of gold medals.
You have to believe it. Do you believe it?
Yes,
sir. Do you believe it?
Yes,
sir. Believe it. Okay?
So this is the finals of the 5-on-5, England versus USA.
Now I think we saw this. I think we saw this fight, but this is going to be an interesting point of view. So let's see. It's wild, man. These are different. This is different. All of this is wild.
A final do 5-5 Valor. First up, beat up, upstairs round. Pushing for the rails.
Get on the rail, Andre!
Oh my God.
So the thing about 5-on-5s is that if you make one mistake, that's 20% of your workforce gone.
Oh! Help him out! Get out of the court! Oh.
And the winner is England!
Oh, nice!
drag to be the first loser, second place.
Yeah.
But it's still satisfying. You can see the sportsmanship out here, and that's what makes it special.
The sportsmanship? Excuse me? What? All right, cool, man. I like it. I don't know if this is MMA with medieval armor, but this is just every dude has this dream. It's like, what if? What if I had fucking knight armor? I could do damage. This is playing out every little kid's fantasy. I do love this. That's a little mini battlefield right there, man. Holy crap, 30 on 30, 60 people? That's way too much.
The Renaissance fair around the event, all the period garb, it makes you think that this is an activity, but when you watch this, it is absolutely a sport. People are leaving with serious injuries. And when you watch these matches, there's more drama packed in a round of these than you'd be lucky to see in a basketball game or a baseball game. I think that that's the most exciting part of this event. In a minute, you might have more drama than you can get in any other sport.
Hey man, I love this. This is my jam. This is the rabbit hole extreme. This is Vogel massive all over the place. My goodness, let me just show you what I'm looking at. Umbrella jousting. All right, let's just dive in. What? What? What is going on, guys? Did we just take a time machine? What in the world? All right, I guess. At those shields with newspapers on them. That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't even know. I feel like the net worth of this crowd could fund a small nation. That's where I think, oh my God. I love this. Absolutely love this. Dude, that's the dude in the background. That's the dude from Jumanji. Oh, what am I watching? Great Gatsby exploded. This is too much, guys. Holy hell. Oh my God. The event is part of the annual Chap Olympiad. And after this, we shall raid the haberdashery. Oh my God, what? Guys, I can't. Like, I respect the mustaches. I respect this dude. This guy. I love that. What in the world am I looking at just in this picture? What is going on? It's let us fund a mission to set off to the what is it? To find Tarzan. Tarzan, to find this wild man of the forest. This is what I see. Oh my God. But you know I can't. Because you guys are thinking, what? Oh, what in the... Okay, let's keep... almost there. Oh my God. What is this? What is this? Oh my God. The amount of tweed and awesomeness and the amount, like, it's like after this they all go fox hunting, the war crime. Oh, there's so many things I want to say. So many questions. I hate videos that leave me with more questions than answers. What? This is up there, guys. I appreciate this so much. Oh my God. Okay. The Chap Olympiad. Are there other events? Let me know in the comments. I assume all my people in the Brew and Banter squads know exactly. I bet. Did I see you guys in here? Were you guys part of this? It's too much, man. Oh, you guys are just awesome. The title of the video is Water Jousting Warriors, France's 1,000-year-old tradition. To be honest, I had a little bit of a moment where I was like, there's no way. I was like, what are they doing jousting? I was like, oh wait, you know what? I'll shut up. right? They can be in that talk. So, Water Warriors. Nice.
Elles sont nées lors de la création de la ville, du port de Sète, avant la ville, en 1666. Ce jour-là, pour fêter ça, il y a eu un tournoi de joutes. Donc ça veut dire que la ville est née avec les joutes et les joutes avec la ville. Donc ça s'est suivi toujours en parallèle, à part les périodes sûrement de guerre, etc., où il n'y a pas eu des joutes.
So, excluding periods of war, jousting has happened every year. This is the commentator, Germinal Rausa. All right.
Il y a toujours eu des joutes. Pour la Saint-Louis, le lundi, il va y avoir 96 jouteurs et il faut qu'il en reste qu'un qui gagne. Donc c'est
96 jousters. So does that mean 96 like crews, boats? It's crazy.
Agressif dans le bon sens du terme.
It's like a documentary, guys.
Mais quand j'ai fait faire la porte, hein, à la place d'avoir une poignée, quoi. Moi, j'ai fait faire des petits parois qui servent de poignée. Quand on tire la porte, on tire le paroi. Bon, c'est un plaisir, c'est un régal. On est joute ou on ne l'est pas. Moi, je suis joute. Hein.
That's how it is here. I respect this guy. You're into jousting or you're not. There is no middle. All right. I'm so happy that it like transcends language. All right.
Voilà, c'est mes médailles. Hein. C'est mes médailles que j'ai gagnées aux joutes. Hein. Et moi, j'étais là.
All right.
Attends, je ne retrouve plus où je suis. Voilà, j'étais là. Ça, c'était en 62, c'était les débuts qu'on joutait. Mon père faisait les joutes. Hein. Moi, je fais les joutes, bien entendu. Mon fils fait les joutes. Hein. Et mes petits-fils font les joutes aussi.
Les joutes, c'est indescriptible. Et ça fait 10 ans que je joue tout maintenant.
What? Jousted the past 10 years, dude. You're 10 years old. What the heck is going on? So how do you do this? Do you train for this in a pool?
Les enfants commencent à l'âge de 3 ans sur chariot. Souvent, ce sont des enfants de jouteurs déjà. Donc, ils ont cette passion qui les anime, qui les entraîne toujours à venir jouter, à prendre un pavois, une lance. Il y a du mimétisme chez eux, donc c'est pour faire perdurer la tradition. Alors, les accidents aux joutes sont malheureusement...
Yeah, no shit. Accidents unfortunately are common. I hope you guys are reading along with me. Because if I was going to break this down line for line, we'd be here all day. This would be like a 40-minute reaction to a 6-minute video.
Sont courants et donc c'est vrai que souvent on a droit à des jouteurs qui ont une balafre sur le visage. Voilà, donc il y a des accidents assez sérieux, quoi.
Moi, quand je monte, ça va, mais Vincent, quand il joue, j'ai le palpitant qui s'accélère. Moi, non, j'ai pas de pression. Moi. Mais quand tu vois ton petit là, déjà, tu as peur qu'il se fasse mal. Et après, tu essayes de le motiver.
All right. Day of heavyweight competition. For those of you water warriors out there, water jousters per se, that are watching this, what is the significance of the weight division, weighting the divisions or the tournament? Why is there a heavyweight competition? I would think, unless it's like the whole team, I need to know more. I understand, like in boxing, the weight. You have one big dude against a little dude, it wouldn't work that well, or probably it would work well, but I don't know in this boat jousting. So please let me know.
Là, c'est va commencer maintenant, là. Bon, du moins pour défiler, le matin le défilé, l'après-midi le tournoi des lourds, poids lourds, et voilà. Et voilà, je vais gagner à Saint-Louis et voilà.
Aujourd'hui, le champion va marquer l'histoire de la ville. Et ça, c'est important. Donc, d'où la tradition de ce fameux défilé qui amène les anciens champions et le futur champion. Le gagnant sera vraiment le roi de la ville pendant un an. et pour l'éternité après par la suite.
I dig the white get up with the white ties. I get it. That's awesome. Hey, man. I dig it, man. The festivities are still a lot bigger than Maryland ring penetrating out here. That's for damn sure. I don't know what just happened, but he didn't get wet. So awesome, I think. Who judges this? That means.
C'est une grande famille, le monde des joutes.
C'est des traditions, c'est des folklores, c'est tout ce que vous voulez. C'est ancré dans notre sang. Nous, les Sétois et les villages de l'extérieur qui font les joutes, on adore ça.
Il y aura toujours deux barques de joutes dans le canal de Sète. Okay. Il y aura toujours des participants. Je pense que les joutes ont encore de belles heures devant elles.
Cool, man. You got even a freaking statue? That's awesome. All right. I don't know. I hope you guys are reading along. That's for damn sure. What? I love that. This is different. This is a whole new rabbit hole. Water jousting warriors. All right. Man, we are answering your dying, burning questions. All right. This video that I have pulled up is about jousting, origins and techniques told by someone. All right.
Now, what is jousting? What was jousting? This is the first question I would like to address. Well, jousting, let's begin with the word. The word jousting comes from the French word jouster, ancient French, which itself comes from the Latin word justare, which meant to approach. And that's basically what the knights do, isn't it? They approach each other, they meet in combat. Now, but jousting wasn't always that one depicted on, for example, Ivanhoe or other very romantic ideas of jousting. That idea of jousting we have, the idea of two knights with lances heading towards each other in high speed on their horses, trying to hit each other on the shield, that's the late medieval idea of jousting. But originally, jousting was a bit different. So let's start with the actual beginnings of historical jousting.
Okay, so this guy's just unpacking what jousting is. Cool, I'm here for it, I guess. We're learning today. I didn't know, I just saw jousting origins and techniques, and I was like, I gotta bring the Vogel Massive in on this. I guess this is where we should have started, to be honest. This is where we should have started, guys, and then progressed. But yeah, in this picture, that looks legit. Not one Marylander in sight.
The first account of jousting was in 1066. Now, that is already a famous date, and because it's the date of the Battle of Hastings, one between Saxons and Normans, but it is also the date of the first joust that took place in the Middle Ages in Europe. So it's easy to remember. Now, what was jousting at first? Well, jousting, the purpose of jousting was that of training knights, making sure the knights and their equipment would be always in pristine conditions at all times.
How do you accomplish this if you're battering the shit out of it practicing? This guy's face. Hold on, I can't do him dirty like that. There you go. There you go, bud. I fixed your face. But I mean, we got that, right? We understood that. That's kind of interesting, though. I mean, okay, so it came out of a battle, jousting. The whole concept behind jousting came after the Battle of Hastings. That's interesting. I didn't know that. All right.
Kings and noblemen were supposed to be able to provide troops in case of war to defend their countries. But during the times of peace, knights didn't really have much to do, let's put it this way. And to make sure that they would always be ready to fight and in the best of shapes, then they would train them and make sure that keep them busy fighting and training. So the early jousting was not a sport, was not a kind of entertainment, it was battlefield training.
Wait a minute. So, all right, so I get that. Like, right, it's important. You have to train how you fight. I get that. But wouldn't that also, training how you fight, possibly risk serious injury? Maybe this was before injuries were invented and they could just go willy-nilly at each other. But it's just wild to think. Like, I get it. But full contact jousting as training, dude, that's crazy. You would be dropping knights left and right, dude. That's, I don't know, man. This is informative, though. I'm not knocking this video.
Now, if we look at how jousting was before it became a sport, an entertainment form, it actually looked a lot more like a battle. There was a battleground. Normally, there were two different parties of numerous knights fighting one against the other. And what you needed to do was to face your opponent in combat, whether it be charging on your horseback or whether it be melee combat. And what you needed to do was to incapacitate your opponent, normally not killing him, but because otherwise, you know, the king would have half of his...
Normally not killing him. What? Oh my God.
At the end of the training session, so it was not that, but it was still very dangerous. What you needed to do was to incapacitate the opponent, and often you could steal his horse, simply abduct it, and a ransom was asked for that. And that was okay within the idea of jousting.
You abduct the dude's horse? So you basically knock the knight out and steal his ride. Damn, son. Damn. All right.
So not very romantic, I have to say. Now, from that, it became a sport and an entertainment form. A much more romantic idea. Now, why? Because jousting became incredibly popular. It became so popular that not only knights decided to participate, but eventually, when it became a sport, also kings and noblemen, to prove their courage. Jousting was so popular that they even had to make regulations on how many jousts could be held to make sure that the king would still have men ready for battle in case of a real battle coming up. But then, becoming very popular, jousting eventually became an entertainment form. Why?
So jousting was the war games, medieval, or as he says it, medieval war games. That makes sense, right? We've all seen A Knight's Tale, right? I mean, it's crazy hearing this and understanding that you know, this is Maryland's state sport. Maryland, the state, that's our state sport, is jousting. That's why we started this rabbit hole.
Why? Because mostly jousting comes from the heavy chivalry tactic of the charge with the lance. That tactic was discontinued around the 13th century already. Why? Because of pikemen, because of crossbowmen, and many other things, counters to that technique. So it did not really have that much relevance in battle anymore, but still the idea of the knight charging with his lance was incredibly loved and liked by medieval people. And therefore it became, the jousting continued and it became a regulated form of entertainment.
Oh, God damn it. I don't ever pause it on this. There you go. But so it was an antiquated form of attack because of the countermeasures implemented by different armies, right? Different battlefield countermeasures to basically render the form of jousting obsolete in battle, you know. But I feel like the dudes with the lance in the battlefields, I don't see how, like, that there are other weapons that were much better suited for horseback, like the axes, the hammers, even like the long swords, the stuff like that. Like lancing, that's like kind of like one and done. Because I don't know how easily you could impale someone on a horse and then retrieve said weapon and then go for the next one and then go for the next. A mace would make sense. Or what of those, I think it's called a mace, right? With the ball and chain and you just swing it around. Those I think would be more effective. But yeah, okay, that's kind of interesting though. Cool, man. Get it, dude.
Now, at first, during jousting, knights would meet each other and then dismount and continue the fight on foot. But often these fights were still very rough, very tough, and the two knights charging at each other occasionally hit each other with such a force, some eventually died. You did have really bad injuries for the least.
I like that. I am a fan of that. You hit each other, you hit each other, you make contact, dismount, and then go hand-to-hand combat. That is watchable. What? That's cool. That's cool. I like that. That they need to bring that back, man.
So regulations were implemented. For example, we had the list. The list was a rope or sometimes a barrier made of fabric, which divided the two knights, hence preventing the full frontal impact. This list later...
Whoa, wait a minute. So that means before the list, which is that, I guess, that separation between the lane separation, they would just hit each other straight on? I always thought it was like passing, always passing. I thought that was like tactic, but apparently not. It's like full on, like straight to, like, no. Wow, that's different. That's different. That's cool. I wonder when that was implemented, because that must have been way after it became a popular sport. So until that moment, people were just running straight into each other. What did the horses do? The horses ran into the other horses? That doesn't make sense.
Into the tilt. The tilt is still the same thing, a barrier dividing the two knights, but this time would be made of wood. So a wooden barrier. Hence the name tilt yard, which is the area where the knights fight. Another important thing was the counter tilt, which was a barrier for the circumference, the outside circumference of the area where the knights would meet. Beyond the counter tilt, the public. Still, even with these kind of regulations, jousting was a dangerous sport, a manly sport. Therefore, the development of a specific kind of armor, a specific kind of equipment, made just for the joust.
Oh, so they had special types of armor too? Man, it could all make sense. It makes sense to me. Like that makes sense, right? I don't think I ever needed to know that, but I'm glad I'm finding it out because I think it was just a given. But it makes sense that like full knight armor wouldn't be used in a specialized way. They would have to make specialized armor just for that. All right, cool. Oh, hey man, my dude's breaking it down very well. I like this. We're learning, guys. We're learning today.
There was a significant difference in weight between the warfare armor, the battlefield armor, the battleground armor, and the jousting armor. The idea that a lot of people have of the knight being incredibly heavy and not being able to move properly comes, which is widespread around the world, and a lot also through Hollywood, comes from the idea of the jousting armor. We have to consider that a full medieval knight armor for battle wouldn't weigh more than 25 kilos. So it wasn't that heavy, particularly if you compare it to, for example, modern soldiers' equipment, which is a lot heavier. And that was precisely one of the reasons why medieval armors would be amazingly expensive, because they were works of art. They were fantastic, perfectly made. The plates would be sturdy, would be robust, but on the other hand, the weight would be so perfectly and heavenly distributed on your body that a knight in full armor still had an incredible amount of mobility, a lot more than you would think. On the other hand, jousting armors did not need nor require that kind of mobility. At the end of the day, late medieval jousting was only between about knights on horseback. And all you needed, so you didn't need to fight, you didn't need to run, you didn't need to jump, you didn't need to stand up.
Okay.
That didn't matter. The only limitation to a jouster armor's weight would be the amount of weight a war horse would be able to stand. That was the only limitation. So normally a jousting armor would weigh twice as much as a battleground armor. So we're talking about 50 kilos plus, depending on the horse.
That's
as a matter of fact, the biggest kind of helmet ever created in history is the jousting helmet called Frogmouth. And I will make a video about this helmet, which now I state is my favorite. So I will go more deeply into detail about the frog mouth and why it had its shape in a video which I will make specifically about the frog mouth. So that was the situation. But one thing that I would like to say about this is that with a frog mouth on top, you weren't really able to move your head. But again, you didn't need to. You just needed to look forward. The only movement that you could easily make was this one. And that was a practice technique during jousting and tournaments, because one of the problems, one of the dangers that remained was that of lances breaking and little pieces of lances going through the slit of your helmet, killing you or making you blind in the best well, situation.
We know that.
So that was one of the...
We've covered that there are some, I think, friend of the channel, Beth, she said that there was like a splinter that went into some, I think it was some king's eye, anyway, I'm kind of hazy on the story, but yeah, that is a real possibility. But that's crazy though. Oh my God, that's crazy. I don't know how to think about that, but all right. God, man.
Reasons why the helmet had a thinner slit for the eyes, but also that was one of the reasons why there was this technique. Just a little bit before the impact, knights would do this movement to prevent those little pieces of light.
But if you're in 100-pound armor and you go back and you're getting hit, you're off the fucking horse. You're rolling off. Like, what? No, man. What? How do you... Oh, okay.
To enter through the helmet. And that actually occurred historically, hence the development of this technique. A very famous kind of lethal joust what happened in France. King Henry II died during a tournament in which he participated because the silver from the lance of his opponent detached, broke off the lance and entered and pierced him in the eye, killing him. And for that specific reason, jousting was discontinued in France after 1559, whereas in the rest of Europe it continued for the whole 16th century. Wow. Another interesting factor about jousting that is really interesting, linguistically speaking at least, is the idea of champions. You had very well-trained knights, champions that people loved, who were just as famous as modern football players would be. Everyone would know them, and they were very, very good at jousting. And these champions would normally be hired by different people, depending on who would offer the most. And they were always hired by nobles, kings and rulers to represent them during the tournament. These champions were called freelancers. Yes, you guessed it right. That's precisely where the modern English word freelancer comes from. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video.
Hey, I didn't know what to think, honestly, when we checked this video out. I thought it was going to be ironic, funny. I could poke fun at it, but this dude did it justice, man. This dude did it justice. This is more of like a history type video where we learned something. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. That's really cool. That's really cool. Behind the scenes stuff. I like that. Not behind the scenes. Rundown on what jousting is. Guys, listen. Thank you for making it to the end. Thanks for liking the video, subscribing to the channel. Much love, guys. Make sure you unplug and do something legendary. And I will see you all in the next video. Later, guys.